Dr. Liehr, in terms of story theory in nursing practice, how do we best carry out this story theory when today's nursing is about being busy, about having a lot of technology in our place, not having time with our patients?
Okay, so what I would say to you as a practicing nurse, would you consider not taking a blood pressure when you're assessing a patient? No, you would not consider that, right? I would say that story is like any other vital sign, right? And that even if it's 2 minutes to really ask someone what matters most to them right now today, that it's as important as taking their blood pressure, listening to their heart sounds, listening to their lung sounds, because, it impacts all of those. Like what matters most today impacts blood pressure, heart sounds. It matters to them. So it doesn't need to be lengthy. You don't need to sit down and do a 20-minute interview. You need to just say from your heart, tell me what matters most to you right now. Is there something I can do to be helpful to you? And then be with that. It doesn't take long, so I think that nurses can begin to think about it as a vital sign. And I think we do it anyhow. And I know in our busyness, sometimes you can sweep that one aside, but I would encourage you not to do that because it could be affecting every other vital sign.
Should we find a way to record their story besides writing our nurse report? Can we find a space for that?
I think, I actually think that stories are practice-based evidence that we often disregard. We don't treat them as evidence. We treat other things as evidence, but we don't treat stories as evidence. So I think that you could systematically decide to do that, like, take notes about the evidence the story evidence that people with congestive heart failure share with you. And it may very well provide guidance for a broader audience. You could certainly do research in a more systematic fashion of getting stories for the very purpose of guiding nursing practice. But in everyday practice, I think that there's time, even if it's just 2 minutes, to hear what matters. So that's what I would encourage nurses to do. I think the other levels of story gathering, you need some guidance, particularly for the research level.
Right.
You need some guidance and some systematic approach to gathering stories. And we do that. Doctoral students who I work with are doing that. But every nurse has the capability, and we're skilled at that. We do it better than other disciplines oftentimes. So it's so much a part of who we are, and we sort of dismiss it. It's like a rudimentary ground. It's the foundation of nursing practice. It's as essential as any other vital sign.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Liehr.